Van Hildebrand, Assistant Head of School.
And I'm Shelby Neal, Chief Academic Officer. We are so excited to welcome students, faculty, and staff back to campus. You'll notice right now I am not wearing my mask, and that is because I am outside and I have to be 6 feet away from Ed. And this is going to be a chance for you guys to have some mask breaks. We'll have some designated areas on campus for you.
Today what we're going to do is we're going to take you through a day in the life. It's going to be very different than what it has been in the past. And so we want to give you a little insight into what that experience is going to be like. So once you come in, the first thing we're going to do is hand sanitize, right? Hygiene is really important, as is our masks. Our masks are on now. Before you come, you've already done your checklist through REACH. And we'll go over that more as time comes on. Shelby's now going to take us on to where you're going to be hanging out.
So each grade has a designated day student area that they will be in. It's not in the dorm as we've had in the past. We wanted to give you a bigger space where you can spread out. So you'll see over here, we are going to have our 9th grade space. And over here in the dining hall, this is our 10th grade space. So every student will have a desk. At the top of the desk is a bookshelf where you can keep all of your books. The desk is going to be your area where you will work when you're not in classes. Also, you will have lunch. And then if you are an athlete, dancer, we'll have designated spaces in the LBD. And in the FAC, there will be assigned lockers for you to keep your afternoon activity gear.
So now we're going to walk through school a little bit, and you'll notice that a lot has changed on the floors. We have markings, and so this is one of the spaces on campus where things are actually two-directional, and you'll see that we are standing on the right-hand side as we move down the hallway. The other thing that you'll see is that we're not going to head in particular directions, like off into the post office, right? We're going to continue on down in this direction. And as we're looking toward Red Hall is where the junior class will be. So if you are not a junior, you're not going to pass this checkered line. Juniors only will be in Red Hall. And so that's a big change. As we head off to classes, we're all going to head off through quad in this direction. And we'll come out. You'll see there's signs clearly marking where you should be heading. And now we're off into quad.
So your classes may not be in their typical locations. We are using most of the classrooms on this corridor over here. And again, that's because we've set those up for having the distance that we need and also having the technology we need for those who are virtual. So if you come down this way, you're going into one of these classrooms. You'll see that there is one door for entrance with the key card and the other door is for exit only. And before going into the building, I have a reminder to put my mask back on. Right on in. Before going in and out of all your classes, you need to make sure, once again, sanitize our hands. Your teacher will have the door open for you, so you won't have to touch the knob. I'm going to do that right now for you. And you'll see a classroom similar to this in your setup.
So there are some places on campus where traffic flow will be one directional. And one of those places is math corridor. So unlike previously, if you were here previously, you can't come from Red Hall, you have to come around this direction. We're going to head this direction in through Red Hall. And this is where you'll get to the Raisin Center, but also some of your other classes that might occur here. As we head up the stairs, you would head off to your classrooms. But if you wanted to exit this corridor, you do so through quad, in one of either this door or the one at the end. If you're a junior, then you can head straight into Red Hall, but otherwise we all will exit into quad. And now we're out in the quad. And this is how you can get back down to mass corridor if you need to come back in.
Going to go into the library or to one of the science labs, this is the way you'll go in. So even if you're going to the science lab, you're no longer going to use those doors. You're going to come down into the library. And into the science lab. On the way out, rather than going through the library, now this is going to be your way out. And you will see these signs on this door to please use this other entrance and that this is an exit only, just to remind you.
So now we're back in quad, and if you're in quad, if you're coming out of one of your classes and need to head back to your common space, we're going to use this door only. So this is the door by the post office, and we will head in here, put our mask back on. So now we're in the senior space, and you can see it looks very different than it normally does, but this is a nice place for where the seniors can be and can do their work and spend their free periods in addition to having lunch. And that's our tour for today. Just a little bit of a day in the life of how you're going to move around campus.